Hello there. Welcome to episode 38 of Live Fishing. Let's go see if the fish are biting and if this rain will stay away. It rained on me a lot, but that should be the only rain today because my weather app says that it should be clearing up. What the rain we just got is the only rain, and then also I'm looking and it looks like it's clearing up. I've been standing here for like 20 minutes though, waiting for the rain to clear up enough. I'm glad it did, so went ahead and started. What's up, Van? How are you? But as always, if you guys could drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, helps me out a lot. Also, consider becoming a member of the channel or leaving a super or a gift also helps me out. Also, if you could go check out all my links and follow what you can already. Let me get this gift goal going, and then we'll go to fishing. We'll still get rained on a little bit, but should be good. Hopefully, it it's gonna clear up like I'm thinking it is. No worries, Van. No worries. If it doesn't, then today's live stream might be a little bit short. It's supposed to rain like all week too, so we'll just have to wait and see. I did technically have to like kind of break in here technically. I don't know why. I walked out of it. I don't know, Dan. I walked out of it. Once they got to the camping scene where he set up like the home theater thing in the forest, I left right after that. But yeah, the summer camp is going on right now, but they end at like noon here, but they are so lazy that they can't pick their shit up, so they just block the road. And so I just went around the roadblocks, but I don't think we'll get kicked out. We might though. Oh, the only main thing I'm worried about is them being fucking weird about shit and um maybe towing my car. I just hope that doesn't happen is the main thing anyways. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder and stuff. I was seeing lightning too. See, the main thing was the lightning that I was trying to wait because it was some serious lightning, but it looks clear now, so let's go. Yeah, Dan, I walked out. Um, I walked out of that. There's a group of girls. I couldn't see how old they were. They were definitely like high school or like college age though, but there's a group of girls like getting scared by some of the stuff. And like if you don't count the first opening scene, there was only like two other like that I would consider actually kind of like somewhat of like a jump scare scary scene, I guess you could say. But they were getting scared by it. But yeah, I walked out of that. I was like, what the heck? But I wasn't too upset. I had a feeling I might walk out, but I wanted to go see it just in case, because every once in a while there's a film that looks like that, and then it surprises me. So that's I went ahead and went to see it for that reason. I didn't have high hopes for it, to be honest, but then it was just awful. It could have haven't been the yeah, actually, that's a good way to explain it. It was more like YouTube, like someone that has like enough YouTube subscribers to get like a small budget for a movie and make it. Because I've actually seen some decent YouTuber movies. Okay, let me clean my glasses off here. Then we'll get to fishing. We're just gonna throw my pink minnow around. If that doesn't work, we're gonna just put on one of the crickets. I just want to catch stuff today. See, look, there should clear up. This is what was just over us. Ugh. But yeah, backrooms is this week. I'm pretty excited for backrooms. Oh, now I'm a little bit chilly. Whatever. It was better than what it was. I was gonna be hot. I'd rather be a little bit chilly because then the sun's about to come back out too here in a second. Backrooms this week, and then actually, I was gonna go to the opening fan event of Scary Movie, but other than those 28 years later and then, like, 1 or 2 other fan event or early access events that I've got to my local AMC, they don't have actually any of the collectible stuff. Most of my, like, posters I get are, like, just completely random when they have it. So that was, like, the main reason why I wanted to go see Scary Movie on opening night, but, like I said, I have some family coming in and it's one of their birthdays, and so sounds like we might go to a drive-in movie theater to go see the Scary Movie. So I might go see Masters of the Universe first. I should have listened. Yeah, no, I literally only went because, just because of my if I didn't have, like, the A-list or whatever, and if it wasn't such a nice day, I would have just waited to stream later in the day and not go, but I wanted to give it a try. I like to give most horror movies a try. There's been a couple recently that I haven't gotten to go see, and then I'm kinda glad I didn't. I wish that was with Passengers, but oh well. See, the trailer is completely different. The trailer I'll okay, a little bit of spoilers here if you guys are wanting to see the Passenger movie, but don't go see it, is why I'm gonna say this. Already getting bit. But, oh yeah, Van, did you block me on Twitter or did you just delete your account? Because I went to go message you back about that thing you sent, and I think you might have deleted your account or something. That's what I assumed, but the Twitter was saying you blocked me, but I assumed that it was just Twitter being weird. You deleted? Okay, that's what I assumed. But Twitter was telling me that I can't message this user because you have been blocked. But then I went to your account and your account is gone. So I was just like, oh, okay, he probably just deleted it. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone's day doing? Let's see what we can catch today. It's either going to be really good or really slow because of this weather. Forgot what I was just talking about. Completely forgot. I know it was like something to do with the Panthers movie. I just forgot what I was saying though. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, you were telling me that like the last time we were talking, I believe you were saying you were getting scammed or whatever. What's up, Hannah? What's up, Bruce? How are you guys today? What's up, Heidi? How are you doing today? I was getting scammed while watching the Passenger movie. Me too, Dan. Me too. Ah, he didn't have it in his mouth. I think that was just a little bluegill. They're hitting it, the bluegill are, so at least might be able to switch to the cricket if we can't get anything on this, so we'll at least catch something today. Using this little pink minnow crankbait. Obsession is really good, Van. It's like one of those movies that I almost wanna go see it in theaters twice. It's just like I know what happens, and it's only been like 2 weeks since I've seen it. I definitely am gonna watch it once it comes out on streaming. I can recognize a good movie, like, I can be like, "Ooh, that I can see why people go see that movie 2 or 3 times." Just personally, like, I just know what happens, unless if it's like a comedy movie to where you're just there to laugh. or like an action like a John Wick type action movie. I don't see movies twice in theaters, but Obsession is one that I've thought about several days about going to see again. Come here, fishy, fishy, fishies. I think we're just gonna stay down here too, just so that way we have our best chances of not getting kicked out. I don't think we will, but I also don't know. Come here, fishy, fishies. No worries, man. I understand people have lives and stuff that happens. Ah, we missed the fish there. Yeah, it did, Dan, actually. It really did felt like after I left the theater, I was like, "Okay, I see how that movie was made, but how did that movie get past people to where" oh, ran me in the grass. Dang it. I was just like, "How did that movie get approved to get released the way it did?" I can understand maybe if that movie was made and then we saw it straight to streaming or something like that. But I was just like, it got like a big box office release, like almost the same as like The Mandalorian and stuff. And like I've been seeing trailers for that movie for like since maybe like November or something like that. I don't know how it got the budget. I guess probably most of the budget for the movie probably went to the marketing, and then that's why we saw what we saw. That's probably what. What's up, Carson? How are you? It might just be a bluegill. Nice, Dan. No, we are doing the streams unless if I wake up and like the day is a lot cooler and there's like a storm coming because it's gonna be summer now and it's gonna be hot. Most of the streams, this will be like the earliest I started today. Like I actually wanted to get out here about just right now, but I got done with stuff a tiny bit earlier. So I was like, let's just go start it quick. But yeah, we're trying to keep the streams to 2 to 4 hours because I'm testing some stuff out. And then, like I said, the streams are either gonna be early morning or they're gonna be like 2:30 PM Central Standard Time or later. So yes, that's my memberships on the channel, Carson. Okay, I have a good feeling we've gotten a few bites now. It's usually about right here is where I start getting actually some nicer bites. This part of the lake. The Mummy was pretty good. Obsession was miles better though. Like a lot. Like before Obsession came out, I was probably sitting at like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 for the Mummy movie, but after Obsession, if I had to compare the two, Obsession is like a 9 out of 10. if not a 10 out of 10, and then The Mummy's more like a 5 out of 10. Saying that though, The Mummy is good. It's just it's all been done before type of a thing. Obsession, you can kinda say that about Obsession too, but Obsession is a little bit fresher personally for me, I feel like, and it seems like that for everybody too. Thank you guys for 10 likes. No worries, man. Thank you for being here and watching me. Can we get 40 more for the 50 or 39 more now, as I say that, for the 50 bomb goal of the stream? That is true. If it was like, forget the girl's name in the Mummy movie, but like they should have just had the title be like her name and it just be like a horror movie then. Instead of trying to be like it's a reboot or whatever they were trying to do. I forget exactly what they were trying to do. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone doing today? The tiny bluegill hit it so hard, dude. Like, even if I set the hook there, I don't think that the fish is big enough there to really get the hooks. Ah, I thought someone took it under. I think I was looking behind it. Oops. Oh well. Ba, ba, ba. I hope they bring an early access thing for the back rooms. I'm almost debating on going and driving to another city to where they have like a bigger AMC to where they do more events and stuff. Van. Yeah. Oh, we had a fish on. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. It was a little bluegill. First catch of the day is a little bluegill. I'm so glad I'm just not in my house anymore playing that awful game. That's all I have to say about that. Oh. Did they grab my They're biting my line there. What the heck are these fish doing, dude? Permanent soon? What do you mean? What is permanent soon? What does that mean? See if we can't make one of these bass, because one of these fish I'm seeing out here is a bass. Driver permit. Nice, nice. Remember when I driver's license? I failed my first written test. Dang it, we missed it. And then I failed the driving test at the very end because Looking back on it, I did kinda do something stupid, but also at the same time, I did see the car coming and, like, we wouldn't have crashed. The teacher definitely way overreacted, but at the same time, I definitely probably still would have felt it, but, like, the reaction of the teacher was just really ridiculous, actually. She was like, "You coulda killed us, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like I wanted to be like, "No, I would've just slammed on my brakes, or I would've pulled out in front of the truck, and he would've slammed on his brakes and honked at us." Like, there was enough timing there to where we weren't gonna get in, like, an actual crash, but the teacher, like, grabbed my steering wheel, and when they touch your steering wheel, it's an automatic fail no matter what happens. I was just like, "Okay, whatever." Alrighty, let's see if we can't get a largie now. Thank you guys for 15 likes. If you also haven't liked it, if you can consider doing that and subscribing if you haven't already. Helps me out a lot. I almost turned around on the trail. I almost went back home because of it was raining really, really hard there for a second, but I didn't. There are some thicker clouds coming though. Can't quite see them, but I see like a head of a thick cloud. I just hope it's not a rain cloud. Oh well, we caught a fish. That's all. We didn't get skunked. Whatever. If I have to end today because of some rain, that's whatever then. But well, like what? I mean, I think it'd be fine as long as he doesn't drive at night. Or even then, they have like I've heard of special like windshields or glasses too for that reason that you're saying, Dan. And you can take medicine too, because I worked with someone that claimed to have epilepsy, but he hadn't had seizures in however long, and he drove and everything. But he took like a daily medicine or something, and he was like, "If I don't take this, then I probably will have another one." Yeah, cause I remember when the guy I worked with, cause it was at my landscaping job, and so we drove around trucks around our area and different things like that, and, like, he told me on one of the first days I was working, like, he just said he used to have epilepsy, and then he didn't really explain much after that, but he was driving the whole time. I was like, but then, like, later on, I forget how it came up, he said something about his medicine or whatever that he takes. I was like, "Oh, okay." I, like, assumed, I was like, he probably wouldn't have gotten hired if he can't drive, but it still just was like, excuse me? What's up, boy waffle? How are you?" Hell yeah, well, I hope you reach that goal, man. They're being a little bit finicky. Might have to put on the top water cricket. Oh, yeah, yeah. These bluegill, I need to get some smaller jig heads. We're gonna get paid out soon from YouTube, so definitely get some more fishing stuff. I need to get some like I have some stuff that would work, but I need to get some stuff that's actually more geared for the bluegill's mouth on these beds because we can catch some big ones. I just have to get the right size hooks and whatnot. Excuse me. Hell yeah, Van. Why can't I throw this lure as far as the other day? Interesting. On Sunday, I was able to throw this lure pretty decent out to some of these holes. Honestly, as long as we catch a largemouth today, I don't really care about the size. Alrighty, see you later, Van. Alrighty. I might still be live if you're done and want to watch later. I'll probably, unless if we just don't catch any more stuff in the next hour and a half, then I should be live for about 3 to 4 hours today. So, yeah, I think we're going to put on the diving cricket after this. If we don't get anything with that, then I will put on the top water cricket. We'll just try and get something and then just call it a day and be like, today's not a good fishing today. Even though I think it's going to be. No, your mama. Uh-uh. Your mom, not my mom, your mom. I like this little minnow. Ooh. It goes over grass very well for the treble hooks that it has. Literally just have to do like a little twitching motion with my pole and it doesn't grab too much. Nice. That time I grabbed some of this whatever that crap is out there, dude. Whatever this white pollen, whatever it is. I'm assuming it's some sort of pollen. I just have no idea. I just have grass all on there. I think we're not normally I've been trying to end the streams on like a fish, and we'll still try and do that today. But I might keep the stream live just so that way we can go see if I think we'll be fine, but we possibly could get towed or get a ticket. I don't think we'd get either one of those because it is just a summer camp. It's not like they're really doing anything. They just don't want people messing with the stuff they have set up, which I'm not going to. I literally just want to fish the water. Oh, was that a fish? That's just grass grabbing it. Someone's nicotine pouch is right here. But just in case, I am gonna keep the live probably going until we get back to my car, just in case, just in case. Just in case, so that way I don't miss out on some content. Because I would hate to end it out here and then I get back and my car is gone and then I can't at least record it. At the very least, if that's gonna happen, I wanna make some content of it. Ah, got a bite there. La 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 la. I really hope the scary movie is, like, really offensive. Like, I hope it's one of them like, the most offensive ones. Ah, dang it, dude. I think it's just a bluegill playing with me there. Plane's taking off. Why can't I cast out fire right now? What is going on? Is that it right there? The little pollen, whatever the crap it is? Yeah, it was, because it just came out there. Meh, meh. The toad is talking. Guys, can we get the stream to 50 likes? Also, considering subscribing if you haven't done that either. Okay, alright. Stop tangling your hooks together, man. There. Why does it I hope that's not thunder. Why is it casting I thought I got rid of it. I thought I got rid of all of it. No, it's still right there. How old are you fishing? Fishing Z8 Zero or, oh, I mean, sorry. Sound like my 9-year-old or my 11-year-old niece and nephew. Alrighty, let's go back to fishing. Hopefully it's a good cast now. Yep, there we go. Fixed it. Some fish I'm seeing, they just don't quite want it yet. Might either be I might have to do like something way less noisy or whatever, or it could just be they haven't quite turned back on for the evening bites yet. Hello there, Robert. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in everyone else too. Welcome in. How's everyone's day going? Okay, let's skip this little part here. Go hit a couple juicy pockets. One of the gray blue herons is here. Was right on top of a fish. Or at least I hope it was a fish and not a turtle. Oh, something's waking at my bait. Oh, look at that. Dang it, they turned around. What was that? Looked decent. Let's get it back in that hole out there. Ah, a little bit too far to the left than I would like there. Guys, can we get 31 more likes for the 50 bomb goal? Come on, Bassie. Still slightly sprinkling, or are those bugs all the way out there? I think those are bugs. There's it lightly sprinkling, and I'm just wet enough to where I don't feel it. I hear someone on the gravel road. Hopefully, it's just another fellow person wanting to fish or something. I swear to God, if they tow my car, dude, this is gonna be so dumb. Like, I can understand if I came here while the camp was going on, but, like, the camp ends at, like, noon. Oh, well, I'm just complaining. I don't even know who that was. It could just because the other day on Sunday when I did park up, when I came back to the parking lot, there was so many people, um, that just went around the roadblocks, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was trying to be a good human, and then everyone was just like, "I'm just gonna go around it." And then when I walked back to my car, I threw them in the ditch, actually. There's a ditch next to it. I threw the road signs in a ditch. Pissed me off. I had to walk extra far. Should I have done that? No. Do I regret it? No. Hopefully, I don't have bad karma from that and, like I said, get towed or something. Oh, someone was trying to get it. I don't know how big it was or what it was, but something was there. Mainly just need to get some worms, to be honest with you, because I have trout magnet hooks that are small enough and they would work really well for the bluegill that I want to go after. I just mainly need to get some live worms. What is that siren about? I have never heard that siren. What type of siren is that? Oh, 20 likes. Thank you guys. Can we get 30 more for the goal of the stream? Try not to slip. It is a bit muddy. I'm not gonna wear my boots today. We might wade. And then as I got out here, I was like, I should have worn my boots. So I wasn't sure if the summer camp was this week or next week too. So if the summer camp wasn't going on and the rain wasn't going on, we'd probably be waiting. We just got smacked. These fish are so weird. I do a continuous reel, they don't they just swim up to it. I pause it, they still swim up to it, and then swim away. Oh, honestly, they're not really hitting top water at all. I don't really see anything hitting top water either. And then I'm pausing this too before I reel it in, so they're not even I've gotten a few hits, that was it. There's 2 great egrets out here. What is going on with the stream? YouTube's been very weird the past couple weeks with just stuff. There we go, went back up. That's heck yeah. Welcome in everyone, welcome in. How's everyone's day doing? Blunky blunkers. I have a blunky butthole. Can one of these fish that I'm seeing everywhere just hit my lure, please? I feel like we're gonna get a bass on our second pass with this lure. Either down in, after this drain here or on our second pass down back to the bag. Quack. Boom. Like I'm getting it in some juicy places. They're just not biting right now. Or at least they're not wanting my lure. We have been using this lure a little bit heavier than normal, so it might just take a slightly different presentation, different colors, whatever. Keep hearing thunder, but it looks clear that way. I think it's just around us. Past and around. I got passed around. Come on, let me feel a nice little thud. Just boom, and then I set my hook, and then we have a nice little fight, and then I bring the fish in and I show it to you guys, and then I'm like, hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna get some more minnow looking lures though. I think that's I mean, pink could be a slight factor, but I think the main thing is the minnow, silhouette that this one has. Which is kinda if you think about it, the minnow and the grub I was using, my jig that the grub that I use on my jig, they have, like, a similar they both can kinda look like minnows, and so that makes a lot of sense why I slay on all of my stuff too are kind of like a more slender body, a little bit longer and wider too. I mean, we have caught some fish on other stuff out here, but I'm just saying a majority of the stuff out here that we are catching are on a little bit longer and a slimmer presentation. I'm thinking they just like the minnow type looking lures extra. I think that's also why, like, even when I'm not necessarily throwing a minnow looking lure, if I still have like a somewhat of a smaller lure on, I think that's the main reason why they really do hit my lure way more than I see other people's out here. Man, dude. We're gonna do a second pass down the bank with this lure. Then we're gonna put my bigger cricket on and do one pass. And depending on what happens between those two passes, will depend on if we just put the top water cricket on, go to the panfish pond and just catch our last fish and then stream and just rack it up as like today's not the best fishing. Or at least give it to like if the bites don't start picking up by like 5:30 my time about, then we'll probably start looking to like just end the stream. I did kind of come out 30 minutes earlier than I wanted to. Oh well, I don't know what I was thinking actually. Something big looking at my lure there, dude. Man, this lure swims so nice. I love the presentation. No, I do need my sunglasses. Just bright enough out. I almost started to think we had a fish because there's been a couple of catches right around this area where I think it's like grass and then it ends up starting to fight and swim away, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a fish." Wow, wow, wee wow. Okay. I really thought we'd slay with this today. ChatGPT is always higher about the fishing rating. It's funny to me. I I always don't I just like to ask ChatGPT what the type of fishing rating out of 10 it's gonna give the day just to see. Most of the time, I don't really it doesn't play that much of a factor if I'm gonna come out or not. I just kinda like to see. And, like, the past week, it's been, like, out of 5 or 6 out of 10 or, like, lower, and, like, we've been doing good, but then, like, today, it said that it was a 8 out of 10. Just kinda confirms that I thought that definitely doesn't know what it's talking about. Stuff is chasing it. It's just today when I pause it, they swim away. Well, I mean, it does know what it's talking about, but it's not always as accurate as it likes to think it is. No, I trust me, I use ChatGPT for a lot of things. But there's every once in a while, there's something that I'm just like, "Okay, it's not quite there yet for whatever I'm trying to do with," and that's like with the fishing ratings. Sometimes it just doesn't really know what it's talking about. It'll, like, look at the weather and everything and all that different stuff, but even then, sometimes, like, it could be way better fishing than what it thinks it is, just because of some other factors that the AI computer can't see when they go out to the lake in person, because 'cause they're not human. 'Cause if it knew what it was talking about, we would have already caught a largemouth by now. Gave today an 8 out of 10 rating. And all the other days when I've been catching 4 or 5 plus largemouth, or I've been catching 4 or 5 pound largemouth, it's giving that day like a 5 or a less out of 10. Uh, yes, Dan, yes. Let's keep going down the bank. Come on, Largy. Where are you, Largy? Man, dude. Frickin' ChatGPT's a liar. No, it's probably just my lure. We've been using this lure quite a bit out here. I think if I change it, we might get something. I still think ChatGPT is a bit of a lie, though. Man, dude, uh, this frickin' I think we would've slayed them if this rain didn't move in. The rain, I think, just kinda made it rained and then now it's done, and so they're just gonna be really finicky. And I don't have my jig is a soft plastics with me right now, so whatever. I just know that I know I need to throw small things out here, that's it. No matter what the weather is, as long as you throw a smaller presentation, you'll get bites out here because this lake is pretty pressured, and most of the people that I see out here there's a few people I'll see with, like, a catfish rig or they're going for bluegill or crappie, but most I would say, like, 85-90% of the people I see out here have some sort of a bass rig on, which no hate, it's just everyone's throwing the same thing. They're throwing like a Cinco or a weedless rig, or they're throwing like a big spinner bait or big chatterbait. And I've seen some people catch some fish, but this past 2 years, ever since I started switching to just smaller presentations, it really doesn't it does matter what bait, but most of the time I just kinda have to switch around a few baits and find what's working for the day. So, like, that wake, it's, like, right next to my thing, and it's just nothing. Eat my lure. No, yeah, see, that's I need a wacky wig. I've been wanting to throw a wacky rig and a Ned rig out here. I have been wanting to try those to see if those will do better because I have a feeling they might be a little bit better than like just a normal weedless setup or whatever with like a creature bait. I have just like this little small minnow crankbait. Most of the time I'm throwing little small crankbait slash jerkbaits, or I'll have a jig on with like a 2-inch little curly tail grub that then I'll jig around. Down here, though, this is the bottom part of the lake. There's 3 bodies of water that make this lake, and this is the bottom part. Down here, it's really heavy grass, so I don't like to throw my jig a whole lot down here. But if I have a small enough crankbait down here, I can keep my pole up a certain way, and it stays out most of the grass. Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma, to be exact. See, look, there's literally a freaking a worm right here. Trust me, I wanna throw stuff like that because I know it works, and I know, like, on the days to where it's, like, a struggle, if you put, like, a wacky rig on or whatever, you can do a little bit better, but 2 reasons. Like I was just talking about, this lake is pretty pressured, and most of the stuff is what people would put on if it was a hard day, and then also second, I have to think about stream, and so I kinda like to throw a little bit more moving baits for the stream, even if I'm not gonna I'll sacrifice catching a few fish for just a little bit more, like, faster pace of a stream than me sitting there trying to fill for a bite, looking at, like, beds or something. "What's up, monster fish? How are you?" "Yes." "Oh, no!" He swiped at it. That was a bass. I didn't quite get a good hook set in, dude. It was literally right there, like, right where I bring my lure out. Yeah, my hooks are fine, we just didn't get a good hook set in him. Probably, like, right on the outside of his mouth. Dang it, I was literally like one more half a second of reeling, and I was about to start bringing it up out of the water, and then he hit it. I was not ready for that. We do have or no, never mind. A drop shot? Okay. I might have to try that then. 'Cause most of the if it's not like a spinner bait or a chatterbait out here, most of the lures I see are some sort of like a worm or they're like some sort of a soft plastic creature bait. 'Cause I have worms, I've bought them. Trust me, I've tried them out here, and that's what ah, bluegill or something, I don't think that was a bass. Might just keep this lure on now, I don't know. We'll see. Is it a robo worm? Okay, okay. Dang, he hit, like, right there, literally, like, I was gonna pop my pole, like, just a little bit more just to kinda get it for that reason. I just was not expecting him to hit that like that. Oh, well. Oh, halfway to the goal. Thank you guys for 25 likes. Can we get 25 more for the 50 bomb goal? Dang it, dude. Like, I don't get a fish there either. I don't know if you guys can see that far out, but they're just smacking the crap out of that. I'm using this little pink small minnow crankbait. Caught some pretty nice fish out here on it. Come on. There we go. I really don't want anybody to come down here and try to tell us we can't fish, but if someone does today or while the summer campus thing is going on, you guys are gonna witness me you guys are gonna witness me be very sarcastic and just straight up rude to some people. I'm such an overthinker though, it's probably not gonna happen. Unless if I come out here when it's going on, which I'm not going to. If you guys could drop a like and a sub if you haven't already, or are new here, helps me out a lot. Also, consider becoming a member of the channel or leaving a super chat or a gift. Helps me out a lot. I also have links down in the description. The main one is my eBay. If you could follow that, that also helps me. Or if you want to buy something too from there, that also helps me out. That also helps my brother out too. Or you can just chill here and watch the stream and chill out. That helps me out too. Man, dude. I've been trying not to force these fish in too much because my hooks have been bending a tiny bit here and there. I just think that one just he just swiped at it. It wasn't very that was a decent fish out there. Like I said, I think we hooked him in like the corner of the mouth and then he did a maneuver and it just popped out. Because if I tried to pull him in and there, it probably would have just popped out anyways, and then I would have felt like a real doofus. Jesus, that was big, dude. That was a big wake. Maybe it was a turtle or something. What's up, baseball and fishing? How are you today? We caught one little bluegill and then we just lost a largemouth because I was not prepared for it. I was literally about to take my lure out of the water. We have been fishing with this lure quite a bit down here, so maybe a lure change might just be what we need. What's up, legend? How are you? Missed a 5 pounder the other day? Dang, that sucks. I hate that feeling when you know it's like a big fish and you lost it. Thank you for the sub, guys. Now, the one we lost was like a pound or two, probably. Still, though, I haven't caught a largemouth today yet, so would have liked to have them. Thank you guys for the subs. I have a feeling, like I was just saying on their way back to my backpack, we probably will catch something. It broke your line? Dang. What's up, Rudum? How are you? I've only had a couple fish do that, but I had like 4 pound line on too. So if something got onto my line and broke me off without like just running into grass out here, I would be really surprised. I'd be like, dang, I have 10 pound line on right now. Something could definitely run me into some grass and I'd break off, but if something just like broke me off just from the sheer size of it out here, it'd be a pretty big fish. My PB largemouth is about 6 to 8 pounds. I've never had a scale, sadly. I need to get one soon. My biggest fish ever, though, is an Atlantic sharp-nosed shark out of the Gulf of Mexico. There's some pictures in my community tab. You might have to scroll down a bit to see them, but they're in there. You use 30 pound braid? Yeah. I was using like 50 and 20 pound line out here, but I wanted to start throwing smaller stuff, so I was using a reel with 4 pound, but like I was just saying, we had a few breakoffs and different things, and so then I switched to 10 pound line with this reel. I want to get like a actual ultralight setup and get like 6 to 8 pounds. Whoa, it's blowing up over there. My rarest fish is probably that shark. because we were deep sea fishing next to an oil rig for red snapper, and it just happened that the shark bit my bait. And then I've caught red snapper, I've caught black drum, caught sea trout, I've caught ladyfish, caught I forget the exact name, but they're saltwater catfish. Forget those. I forget what their name is technically. Would probably have to do with that shark. I don't know if I'll ever catch a shark again in my life unless if I purposely go shark fishing. Because even if I go saltwater fishing or deep sea fishing again, it's just like kind of a rare thing to catch a shark. Unless if you're specifically throwing for shark. I kind of am using a jerk bait. It's small enough to where I don't. Honestly, I don't know if this is a jerk bait or a crankbait, to be honest with you, but it's small enough to where I can just reel it in. I do use jerk baits out here, though. I need to get some smaller ones. Most of the ones I have are bigger, and they don't normally hit the bigger lures out here because it's pressured. I don't have. It's not the right time of day for frogs out here. Trust me, I've used frogs here. You want to use frogs in the morning out here, otherwise it's you don't really get bites. I used to have some rooster tails, but threw them away because honestly, I don't really like rooster tails. I can never get rooster tails to fish to spin right for me. And I've bought in several different brands too. I kind of do want to put on a frog. I just don't. Uh, I don't stream on Mondays, and then sometimes on Thursdays I don't stream. But all the other days of the week, as long as I don't have anything going on, I try to stream. So it's normally if I'm not busy, it's like 4 to 6 times a week. If I'm busy, it might be a little bit less, like 3. What is going on over there? It's just a lot of movement on the water. Hello there, Alfonso. How are you today? What's going on over here? Well, not quite where I want to be, but it's fine. I have used a spoon several times out here, and I've never caught anything on a spoon out here. Okay, Jamel. Catch a fish and stop talking. Sound like an idiot right now. We're about to. We're about to start working back towards my bag and to do a lure switch. Stop talking. You know how like you're in a live stream, you're live streaming yourself? Just stop talking. It's literally the same thing as if I were to post a video and you said don't reply to the comments. It's the same thing. The exact same thing. Where did I get tickler? You can try again in the next stream, Jamil. I get tickled everywhere. It's so hard not to like get banned in my chat. Literally, don't talk about religious stuff. Don't talk about politics stuff. Even though sometimes I do, it's because other people mention it, and then I get on a rant. And then also just don't be a bully slash rude to me or anybody else in the chat. Like it's those are like my 3 rules. Other than that, I don't care. Like you could be in chat really crazy stuff. As long as you're not saying some slurs or bullying anybody, I don't care. But people still just are weird, dude. People like that are just weird. Weird haters. Mainly largemouth. I mean, honestly, today I'm kind of just throwing for whatever. But most of the time we try to go after largemouth. But we throw stuff that's small enough that will catch bluegill and some crappie. I like I want to go and change lures, but I also want to fish back to my bag. And the thing is, I see these guys blowing up on top water, but every time I see them do that and then I switch to top water, they immediately stop and I don't get bites. I'm not sure. It's just the ugly stick camo. Well, I mean, it's a medium 6 foot rod, but like I don't know, like, I think it's pretty old actually. I like won it when I was a child, like 15 plus years ago. And like I finally am using it. Because I used to fish a lot up into my teenage years, and then I took a break until like the past couple of years. Slippy, slippy. La la la. People have been fishing with the crappie jigs down here. Okay, okay. 30 likes. Can we get 20 more for the goal of the stream, guys? Okay, let's just go down to this little stretch of water and throw some casts, and then we'll change my lure. I want to throw a top water, but like I said, I just haven't had any luck with top water this year at all. And like I'll see fish be blown up on stuff. And like I was saying, I put it on and then they just don't blow up on mine. I might try and do a top water like out of stream, maybe. Welcome back. Not much. We're just walking down the bank to a little stretch. And we're gonna throw a few casts there. Stop hitting my line, fish. And then change lures probably. Or not probably, we will change lures. Don't know what to yet though. Either a cricket lure, another little jerk bait. Possibly might put a popper on for top water. I just, like I've been saying, we put top water on and then they stop hitting top water. Okay. Let's throw some casts down the bank right here, and then we'll go switch lures. Hello there, Survival Empire. How are you? Welcome back into the stream. I think this is the game plan. We're gonna do what I just said with this lure on this bank. Then we're gonna put my more of a diving cricket on. If we don't get anything, if it doesn't pick up with that, then we'll put on the top water cricket and just catch a few fish. Or at least try to. Hello there, Kay. How are you? Welcome back, Van. You haven't missed much, Van. We missed one largemouth, and other than that, we haven't had much activity. Seen a lot of activity. Please don't spam my chat. Unless if you're actually just trying to say something or whatever. I don't mind if you're trying to be funny and actually say something, but if you're just spamming my chat, please don't. Buy fish one more. Call it a day. Yes, Dan. Yes. They're like chasing my lure and stuff. I think the weather is just like they're not really committing right now. It's also not quite 5 yet either. It's just now almost 4:30. There's a hawk across the lake. Dang it, dude. I wish that rain didn't come in. I really think that rain messed up today's fishing. Think it would have been fine until that rain came in. Literally like 40 minutes of rain too, like uh if that. Actually, we're gonna put my top water cricket lure on, just so that way we get some action because we haven't caught shit. If we like lose some bass on that lure or whatever, then we'll switch to the diving cricket. Few more casts down the bank and then we'll just go ahead and go and switch. No, rain is good. Rain can be good, but it can also be bad. It just depends on the storms can be good and bad for fishing. It just depends on what the type of storm it is, what how it changes the pressure and the weather and everything. But a majority of the time, rain can be good. That's why ChatGPT was giving today such a high rating at first, is because the rest of the week we're supposed to get rain. There we go. And so they were like, okay, today's the day before a bunch of rain. It's gonna be good fishing. But then the rain moved in. Okay. Jesus, right in his eyeball. It's your own fault, buddy. All three hooks right in his eye. Jesus. Okay, we got it out. Second fish. Like before the storm, and then not sometimes directly after a storm, it can be good. But sometimes you want to wait like a day, around a day after a storm comes, because then the rain will oxygenate the body of water and it'll make the fish more active. But the fish, if it's a big enough rain, the fish need like a good 12 to 24-hour period for the bite to be back on. Now, there are some cases where that's not true, but I'm specifically talking about this lake that I fish at. Okay. 3 more casts, and then we're gonna go switch to the lure. 1, 2, Alrighty, last cast before we go switch lures. Dang it. Dang it, dude. Wish we would have caught that bass. Alright, let's go switch lures and get a drink too. Hello there, Aiden. How are you today? Guys, can we get 15 more likes on the stream for the 50 bomb goal? Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already, or becoming a member on the channel, or leaving a super chat, or a gift, or you can just hang out and do none of those things and still support me, which I appreciate. Oh, my back. My back is so blown out, Dan. Jeez. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Chris, can we get W's Chris in the chat for the thumbs up? Hello there. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Hello there, Ashley. I'm in Oklahoma, Stillwater to be exact. We're gonna put this guy on. This is the other one I was debating, this blue jerk bait. It's just the last 2 times I put it on, it's been weird. Oh, welcome back. Hello there, Hadid. From Trinidad, hell yeah. Oh. South Carolina, hell yeah. We caught 1 bluegill. Now we're switching baits to this cricket. Sits a little bit more on top water, and it has smaller hooks too, so hopefully we can just catch some fish real quick is my main goal with this lure. We might finish the stream out with this lure, we might switch to one other one. We'll just have to see if they want to hit this one or not. What is crawling on my neck? That's what I mess around with my speed. I do that type, and I'll also burn it back, or I'll do a slow burn. I'll do all sorts of different types of pauses. I think it was just the lure. The last like 3 to 4 streams we've been using that pink lure down here. So I think it's just that. I think it's that, and then today just might not be the best day of fishing. Oh well, though we didn't get skunk. That's all I care about. Yeah, no, they are definitely trying to bite, but they've been really lazy for sure. You are right about that. That's why I'm also putting this lure on. I can pause this lure quite a bit more and then not get quite as tangled up in. Oops, hopefully that's not poison ivy or something. Oh well. Hold on, I wanted to see. Oh, it's a piece of plastic. Thought that was like some sort of a shell. Just plastic. I mean, I get the joke, Dan, but I just meant like a skunk and fishing means you didn't catch anything. Hello there, just Navg kid. How are you today? Also, I don't mean to be rude baseball and fishing, but like that's really the only thing I kind of do is curse here and there, so I'm not gonna censor myself. I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I do that some parents or people might not like is my language, but it is literally just words. And most of the time I'm talking to myself. But I'm happy to have you be here, but like I said, I'm not gonna censor myself. I have okay, I forget this lure is a lot lighter. I have tried to watch myself on my language and try not to do it as much because we are monetized now, but at the same time, if I will feel the need to say a curse word, I'm gonna say it. That's also why recently I've been trying that's why I've been saying no politics or religion, is because that's a quick way for me to just start cursing really fast. Got hit. Come on, I just get one largemouth after we lost that one. Oklahoma, Ashley. Just an average kid. Ah, nice. I see that. I see that. I thought I was saying that wrong. There we go. Third fish. It's a nice upgrade on our bluegill. She's kind of fat for the length. Kind of chunky. Okay. You got it? You're going the wrong way. There you go. Crossroads with a woman. Thank you, BPH channel. Thank you, Chris. I actually have a couple, but the couple I've seen out here, they're every time they've been with another guy. I'm just like, okay. Plus, we've talked about this before, Dan. I don't want to be the weird guy that approaches the girls. Not that I would personally be weird about it, but I just don't know how a girl would take a random guy coming up approaching her at a lake. That's like the lake's also kind of like in a forest. Hmm, I don't want to be the weird guy out at the lake. What is hitting me there? I'm already probably the weird guy to some of the regular walkers and runners out here and the fishermen because they see me talking to the camera, which I don't really care about that, but I don't want to make a girl feel uncomfortable out here. Ah, dude. Okay. It was just the bait. It was just the lure. We might put a little bit more of a diving one after we make a pass with this one. Hello there, Alfonso. Thank you, BPH. Why'd you make that face, Ashley? see a bass. We lost one earlier. I just didn't get a good hook set in it. Slash, I think any hooks that did get in him, they were on the outside of his mouth because the way he hit it on the side of the bank. I was literally about to take my lure out when he hit it. We just didn't get a good hook set in him. But yeah, I'm trying to get a largie. I don't care what size. I just want one largie today. Usually we're pretty successful down here. But like I've been repeating myself all day, the weather's a bit weird. Not weird, it's just not the best of weather. Guys, can we get 11 more likes for the 50 bomb of the stream? Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Both of those helps me out a lot. Yeah, no, today would have been really good, but then like I've repeated myself a bunch. It's not wasn't supposed to rain till later in the week, and then we for like 40 minutes we had some heavy rain. So I think it's like reset the lake again for the bite of the day. I think the lake is they're like, what happened? Ah, they're just swiping at it today too. That's the main thing. They're being weird. It literally doesn't matter what lure I use today. When they're like this out here at this lake. I do too, I do too. I like to target largemouth, but in the end, as long as I'm catching fish. But also some days I do just like to go after like the bluegill or whatever. It's just fun. I just like fishing. I'm gonna bend a couple of these hooks a tiny bit. Thank you, thank you. There was a couple that were kind of I didn't like. We've bent these hooks back so many times. But we've caught some nice fish on this lure, that's why. Well, nice fish for the size of this lure. That one's good. This is the last one I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Oh, is that about real? Why did you cast like that? Thank you, thank you. Sorry, there's a glare down here. Sometimes I don't see your guys' chat right away down here. Depending on where the sun is, it's kind of hard for me to see what you guys say. Ah, missed one there. Oh, he was still following it. That's how the bass hit earlier that we lost. Not quite on top water though, but oh my gosh, dude. Dude. It's probably just some little bluegill. That's why I want to get some live worms and put them on the trout magnet hooks that I have. Oh, well, at least we're getting action with this. The other lure, we really weren't getting that much at all with it. Ah, Put it in your mouth. Stop giving me head and deep throat it, man. Oh, thank you guys for 40 likes. Can we get 10 more for the 50 bomb goal on the stream today? Come on, fishes. Like, I just don't get it. I'm gonna stop trying to understand it with this cricket. This cricket always just I'm always just like, I don't get how these fish the way they smack the lure and there's like 0 hooks. I've purposely waited to do the hook set. I do the hook set right as they hit it. I don't do the hook set. It doesn't matter. It's just I've never had a bait get, swiped at so much. It's honestly not even that, like, frustrating anymore. It's just more, like, astonishing. Like, there that fish came all the way out of the water, and I just don't even get wh not even a fight. There's, like, at least, like at least take off with it and then shake your head and spit my bait or whatever. Come on, I'm trying to be lazy. Come on, Tangled. Oh, what the heck? My line got arou Dude, what? My line got in the rings there. That was crazy. Oh, this hook is about to come off of my ring. I'm glad I saw that. One sec, guys. I gotta put this hook back on the ring. Come on. That's not gonna work either. Come on, man. Work with me, rings. Oh my god, please. Keeps going back around. There it goes. Okay, let's get back to it. Maybe that's why I was casting a bit weird. Probably not. Guys, can we get 9 more likes for the 50 bomb goal? Oh, my stomach. I got it in your stomach. It's a joke, guys. I think the fish are just not wanting to bite today. Because we should have caught at least 1 or 2 more bluegill since we put this on. See, like, there, dude. They're just not wanting they're literally just, like, they're just like, "Piss off." That's all they're doing to my bait. Oh, well. Let's see if we can't get a largemouth. See, like, there, dude, like, I just don't understand it. Let's just try the slowest retrieve ever. Ow, that kinda hurt. What the Honestly, if we get a largemouth, I might just call it. 'Cause it's late enough that that we should be getting some more hits by bluegill and stuff. Or at least if we get a largemouth, we might just start fishing back to my car. There we go. No, oh, no, yeah, yeah, we got it. Thought he came off. This is a good bluegill. Heck yeah. These are the panfish we're looking for. I'll take this if we're not gonna catch any largemouth today. I will take this all day. Come here. Boom, look at this guy. He's a nice thickum. A nice bullgill. We turn around and get the sun. Nice. Look at his eyes. Okay. I'm sorry, buddy. Just don't flip. Like, I'm just trying to show you off. Are both eyes like that? No, it's just the one. Is that where I hooked him, though? It's good. Decently long. Definitely like 8 inches or bigger. All right, back in you go. Heck yeah. That makes today worth it. Other than just streaming with you guys. Look at my pinky. Starting to get a callus right there. It's where like I put the pole on my hand. I thought we were about to pull in a little dinky bass, but honestly, I'd rather caught that guy. So that was like a super slow retrieve. I hit it. Guys, can we get any more likes? Come on. He's trying to breathe. How dare you run a thumbnail shot? Exactly, Dan. Exactly. It's exactly what I was thinking. How dare I pull this fish out of its home and it wants to get back. Let me get a picture. Don't you know who I am, fish? Trying to kill them. That's the thing. I don't ever like unless if I'm like going trout fishing or like going deep sea fishing, I don't ever normally keep fish. I don't really want to like if I'm gonna clean a fish or eat a fish, I'd rather it be like one that I can't catch all the time. I put them right back though. They should know that. See exactly. That's exactly. You proved my point even more. Since I don't kill the fish, they should want to get on my hook versus the other fishermen's. Uh, Like, right there, literally, the bluegill are jumping out of the water like dolphins, and I just don't get a hookup. Yeah, they're not do fish not talk to each other down there? They're not like, "Hey." Oh, dang it. Or is that just SpongeBob? Are you oh my god, okay. The just randomly, I remember this. Have you guys seen the, like apparently, I forget what company it is, but they're doing an anime Scooby-Doo, and they changed I believe they changed Velma into a cat. They made Fred black, and then Shaggy and Scooby are pretty similar. But just and then on top of that, the, like, animation and everything just does not look good at all. I was like, if they just changed Fred to black, I'd be like, "Okay, whatever, I don't care." But the fact that they're, like, adding new animals, the only other animal that they can add is Scrappy Doo. If they add any other animals, it's like, what are they doing? And so that made me that on top of that, that's why I don't like that they changed Fred to black is because they're trying to do some bullshit with the series. If it was just an anime series and they just changed Fred to black, I'd been like, "Okay, whatever, who cares?" But on top of the other stuff that I was seeing with it, I was like, "Jesus Christ, what are we doing here, guys?" Boom. Tell that dang it, I should've whispered in that fish's ear to tell him. I'll do it on my next sketch. Like, one things you don't do is add another animal to Scooby-Doo, unless if it's like a villain. If it's a villain, then that's whatever, that's just a villain, but the only other animal that should be part of the mystery gang is Scrappy Doo. They're just oh my god. Whatever, you can even, like no, no, no. It has to be 2 girls, 2 guys, and a dog, or 2 dogs with including Scrappy. If you change anything past that, you're asking for your whatever you're making to not do good. I'm vengeance. They are, cause like, even the Velma series that was on HBO, they did make her a lesbian or whatever. I don't care about is that a snake? Whoa, that literally just went past my face. No, but I don't even care about that. That show, the HBO show was just complete garbage. It wasn't a well-made show in general. Like, I didn't even care that she was a lesbian. I actually was kinda, like, excited for it. I was hoping maybe we could get some weird lesbian scenes or whatever. I don't care how weird that sounds within the show, because I gave it the first season I gave the first, like, 2 or 3 episodes a watch, and I was just like, "I'm good. This isn't Scooby-Doo." I'm vengeance. 'Cause they've even done, like, the young Scooby-Doo, and, like, they could do older Scooby-Doo too, like, there's you could do so much with Scooby-Doo, but the like, one of the few things you do is you don't change that there's 2 guys, 2 girls, and a dog. They're like, "Watch out for this guy." They all have a group chat down there. Quite not quite where I wanted it there. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna put on my other cricket lure and make a pass down here, 'cause they're out there and they're wanting this cricket. I just can't quite cast to these some of these holes where they're at, 'cause this guy is a lot lighter of a lure. Hooks are all wrapped. Watch out. Come on, I'm trying to be lazy here. There we go. Laziness achieved. Yeah, man. Usually we're at least getting some bites. We're really not getting that many bites compared to what we should be with this lure. Butterfly, fly away. Take a look inside my book. Reading Rainbow. Yeah, because I also wanted to go. I want to go to this other lake here, but the weather, the weather keeps messing it up. I want to wait for like the where there's no rain. It's just like a normal summer day to go to that lake. Because I have no like, I have an idea of where I wanna start, but, like, I have no idea where's the good fishing is at that lake anymore. There's, like, a couple spots that I used to go way back when I was a kid that will probably hit up, but even then, like, I don't know what type of fish, how many fish are at those spots. My book? I don't have one. I'm just singing the Reading Rainbow, theme song, if you know what show that is. It was on PBS Kids, I believe. That and Out of the Box. Out of the Box, and then there was another show with, like, a monkey. It wasn't a monkey though. Well, it was a type of monkey. It was a what are those called? They start with like a Z. And they're like they're some type of monkey. I forget what. It was a kid show though. Just not able to get it to these holes that I want to get them to. Uh, I'm using a little cricket lure. Here, I'll show you in a second. It's just my chat bot. Boom, a little cricket crankbait. I like kind of let it sit on top of the water before I start reeling it. I might pop it a few times too. And then normally I do like a slow retrieve with it and keep it towards the top of the water. I don't know if we'll go back down the bank again. I think we're gonna go back to my bag and switch to the other cricket lure and then work our way around to the fish pond. I don't think today's the best day for fishing. We caught that bluegill though. Happy about that. That'll be a highlight. Honestly, I'm just trying to make it to June 9th of uploading a short, and then after that, if we don't get like a highlight of the stream, it's not that much. I obviously want to catch fish. Don't get me wrong, but like the only reason I kind of stress about it right now is so that way I can continue my almost 2 years of uploading a short every day. But we're almost there. We're almost there, and then we're gonna stop doing the daily short upload. But we'll still upload like 4 or 5 shorts a week. I just want to make it a little bit better and whatnot, make the catches a little bit worth it too. Because sometimes there'd be like a catch and it'll by itself of one. Oh look, the heck, swivels. And like, it's not that like it's bad content, but it's not necessarily the best short by itself. If that makes any sense. I don't know what those are. I think they're swivels. I like how people just leave crap out here. Because I have some short ideas that I don't want to upload either until we're not doing a daily short every day. Because I feel like they're going to be good pieces of content. I just don't want I want it to be in the algorithm longer than 24 hours. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Hello there, unknowingly. This one doesn't sink. That's why I'm thinking of the other cricket lure after this. This one sits on the top of the water, and for it to sink, I have to reel it in. But normally we're getting hit a bunch with this lure, like a lot. We're not even really getting hit. Because even if we're not like hooking up with this lure, they're at least like smacking it a lot. I'm not really seeing that either. Ah, the line's wrapped. So normally, okay, I threw it. We'll let it sit. See, we got a little hit there, a little hit. But normally, like it's like boom, 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 and it's like almost every cast they're like hitting it. I think we're about to go get the other one. Uh, I thought we were gonna do the other one on first, but I was like, you know what? We'll put this one on and have some action on the stream. But I guess not. Nice. I'm gonna go see the. I don't know how good the new Jackass is gonna turn out, but I'm still gonna go see it. I just mainly don't like Steve-O. Steve-O's a sellout. I liked him at first, but then he started doing all the frickin' random like, he has his own boombox, he has his own, like, underwear, he has his, like he's just doing a bunch of stuff to where it's just for the money, and I don't like that, that's a sellout. Like, at first, like, his hot sauce made sense because he's done stunts with hot sauce. There's a few things at first that, like, made sense, but then he started coming out with stuff, and also the way he would act on his podcast too. I was just like, "You are full of yourself and a sellout." But I did go see the last Jackass in theater, so I'll probably literally just because I like to go to the theater and just to be like, "Yeah, I saw the last Jackass in theaters," I'll probably go watch it. Yeah, see, I liked Bam. I liked the first 3 are good, but then the 4th one, really like some of this I just don't like Steve-O, I guess, actually. Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville, they they kinda turned their backs on Bam, and they kinda sold they've just kinda I don't like what they've done, honestly, I'll just leave it at that. I just don't like who they are now. They used to be these, like, fuck the system, punk rock kind of like uh, actors that did the Jackass films, and then now he's just another fucking podcaster trying to sell you something. Same with Johnny Knoxville, even though he doesn't have a podcast, he's just another director, filmmaker trying to just do another cash grab. Okay. 3 more casts on here, and then We might make a few casts in some open water down there, but I'm pretty sure we're just gonna go change my lure after this. Okay. Guys, can we get 7 more likes? Where's the log at? There's the log. We'll make our last 2 casts next to the log there. Because also it is late enough to where we should start seeing the bluegill should at least be biting my lure. Oh, well. I still have had a good time out here talking with you guys and catching a couple. Alrighty, last cast, and then we're gonna go change baits. I don't know if we'll walk this bank again or if we'll change baits and then just fish all the little hot spots back to my car. Ah, okay, hold on. That seemed like a decent fish. Let's see if he wants to bite again. Okay, let's go back down this way. I'm glad to have you back. At the end of July, hell yeah. Oh, fuck. At first, when you said underground, I was gonna be like, "Did you not know that he died?" But then I was like, "He's joking." Oh, man. Here's another tiny bluegill. Keychain fish, as Dan would say. Boom. Well, buddy, I was gonna throw you back in. There you go. Hello there, Landon. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know if we'll make another pass down here with the other cricket lure. Kind of want to go get in the shade. It's not like super hot out, but this I've been in the sun long enough now that I'm starting to feel it. Plus, the fishing is just not that good. I need to keep to myself. I need to keep my word to myself too. When the fishing isn't good, you just end stream as long as you've not gotten skunked or whatever. Because I really am trying to keep these streams a little bit more action packed, I guess you could say. Instead of having like a 7 hour stream where there's like literally 2 or 3 hours in between catches. I'm trying to actually be somewhat of a YouTuber now, is what I'm saying. June 9th started okay, no worries, Van. June 9th is actually my 2 years in a row of uploading a short every day. That's kind of cool. Okay, what's that about? Hell yeah, I'm glad you like it. You'll still be able to catch the streams then, as long as you wanna stop by. Cause like I was saying earlier, most of the from now on until, like, once it starts becoming fall, most of the time, unless if it's an early morning stream, the streams are gonna start around 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you might not be able to catch the very beginning of stream, but you'll at least be able to catch the majority of stream when you get off. Because I know you're an hour behind, I believe, so that's good though that it's always good to have stuff that you like to do, that you look forward to going and doing. I feel like a lot of people don't have that, and that's why I mean, obviously, there's a lot of other problems, but a lot of people just don't have something to look forward to, and so they're just miserable people. And it can literally for me, like, it's literally as simple as, like, my movies. That's like when you guys hear me talk about, like, the experience of just going to the movie theaters, that's, like, one of the things is, like, it's just so that way I can, like, go and do something, you know? Go experience life a little bit. Trust me, I would probably I'd if this if we had more stuff to do here, I'd do some other stuff other than just the movies, but literally, if you're not doing outdoor stuff and if you're not part of the college here, the only other thing to do now we have an arcade. It's a small arcade, but at least we have that now. But literally the only other thing to do is go to the movies or go outside or go to one of the sporting events here. Other than that, there's literally nothing. Fast food or retirement. I guess if you like golf, golf is about the one sport here that like but then again, that just goes back to the college because the college usually has a pretty good golf team. So, there we go. He seemed bigger, but at least we're catching another guy. Yeah, that storm just made them all wacky because these the fish are warm and everything. I think that was this storm just made them all be weird. Well, see, like, unless if I'm going and getting, like, 1 or like, less than 5 specific I just do I do the Walmart pickup, and you just go pick up the order, so, like, I don't really even do a whole lot of shopping anymore. I do go into Walmart though when I'd like wanna get just ice cream or something. I've been trying not to do that recently because money's been a bit tight. But sometimes after my movies and after a 500 milligram edible, I just want some motherfucking ice cream, man. Okay, here's another decent bluegill. At least we're catching stuff now. Hello? Okay, we're back. Hello. My phone overheated. Literally, I was like coming we caught a bluegill and I was gonna like make a few more casts and then come get in the shade. All right, we're putting on the diving cricket, and then we're just gonna fish our way back to the panfish pond and then call it a stream. That's just a sign from whatever you believe in that we're not really catching much, and then my phone overheated, so God damn it. That hurts. I don't know if you guys saw me catch that bluegill or not, but you can't have ice cream, Van? Why not? Are you lactose intolerant? Ice cream is like one of the few like things I let myself just go and get, and I'm not like, should I eat this or not? Ice cream is like the one that and like a bag of chips are the two things that I just don't even think about. If I like crave those two things and I have the money, I go and get it. Because I've fixed my diet now to where like it really doesn't matter. Unless if I just start eating like shit every day like that, then yes, it would matter. But oh my god, what are we doing here? Today's just been a weird day. Ah, yes, yes, yes. You're lactose intolerant. I don't like that nut. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Guys, can we get 7 more likes before I get around to my car for the 50 bomb goal? I think we can. Also, after we do catch last fish, I'm not gonna end stream just in case if we get some angry people at my car, because technically the roads to this lake are blocked off. So just in case if there's some content of some angry Karens or Darrens over there. There we go. That is true. They do have options for people like that now, Van. I'm not lactose intolerant, but there's like certain brands that I can't get because it does actually mess my stomach up because of whatever like milk or whatever their formula is. But like Great Value, um, uh, Bluebell, and Briars, I can eat those. There's a couple other ones that I can't eat that I've done in the past, and it just messes me up. But, like, I can eat cheese and I can drink milk and not have any problems, so I know I'm not lactose intolerant. But there are definitely some ice cream brands out there that I don't know what they're putting in it, but it messes me up. Alrighty. If we get it honestly, if we just hook into another fish, we're just gonna walk to my car. No matter what it is. Everything in the world right now is telling me that it should just end and go home and come back out another day. What's up, Bob? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yes, I told him, and yes, he did have a good birthday. We went to go see Mortal Kombat 2, and then we went the place that has the arcade is called The Hub, and they also have movie theaters, bowling, cornhole, racket or not racquetball, um, badminton, I think. It's like a sports bar, but with a movie theater and an arcade. And so we went there and they rented out a cornhole spot. And we played some cornhole. And then we played a little bit in the arcade, not a whole lot. We won a bunch of Mario plushes though from one claw machine. We put them on our eBay. And then actually at the movie theater, my niece and nephew were getting some of the Mandalorian collectible cups, even though we were seeing Mortal Kombat 2. But they like the Mandalorian and Grogu, and they were getting those. And then there's one of the guy there that always talks to me like way more than anybody else. And he gave us a bunch of like these trading cards, and we were looking them up, and the trading cards are already selling for like 15, 20 bucks. So we're gonna post a few of those and then hold on to the rest of the cards because they're unopened packs. In Missouri, I'm in Oklahoma. Nice. The world's telling me to dust off my PS5. Every once in a while, I'll go in there and hold my PlayStation controller just to be like, ah, this is what it feels like. I just don't know. Like, if I boot up anything, the main thing, because I've looked for games, I've thought about doing it. My main thing is if I boot it up, I'm gonna be forcing myself to do that, and I don't wanna do that with my YouTube. There's no game that any game that I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna be forcing myself to play it just to have something to play on stream. Except for my mobile game, but even then, my mobile game is not gonna be fun for you guys to watch. So, it's fun for me, but hello, BPH. We caught a couple more bluegill. My phone overheated, but we're back now. We're gonna just try and get one more fish and then walk to my car, call it a day. It's been a struggle. There's several things in the world telling me to just go home too. Normally, it's a lot better of fishing out here. Oh well. Literally, I think I'm the only car in the parking lot. We have the lake to ourselves. Sadly, it's not a good day of fishing. We have my diving cricket on now, the one that dives a bit more. That's just my members, what I call my memberships on my channel. Oh my god, my hooks. Can I what? Start drifting around the I've been watching some other people's content just to get some, like, inspiration and ideas of some shorts to do, and, like, because 'cause you've mentioned it a few times, Dan, about how I should take a running start and then cast it. I actually saw someone it was just like a little skit of them doing that, but I actually might do that. But it's gonna be after June 9th though, because I want that type of a short slash skit to have, like, a couple days in the algorithm. Yeah, let's rotate on the map. Nothing here. I wanna cast further to my right, there's just a lot of grass. Dang it. You're not my real dad. Would you do it if your real dad said it though, Nate? That's the real question. We just have some grass. Bink, 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 bink. That's my main problem, Van, is there's nothing most anything that I get interested nowadays, they're not in it for the long haul in the video game industry anymore. They just wanna make their money and get out and then go move on to the next money grab. Sadly, at least in first person shooters, that's the way it's been the past few years, and it's going that way still. Last cast at this spot, and then we'll rotate on the map. What was that? Fish. No, I have 2 jobs technically. Yes, buddy. Yes, technically I am unemployed, but, I have trouble getting a job because of past choices. That's a short version of it. I made some choices and got arrested and whatnot, and because of the couple things I did, my background check never clears, not even McDonald's. Like, I've applied to McDonald's, and they don't even call me back. I applied to DoorDash, they were like, "You got arrested, you can't work for us." So, yes, technically, I am unemployed. I do now make money off of YouTube now. We are monetized now, but I also help run a eBay business with my brother. Are those morels? The mushrooms? Did someone pick them? But even if I wanted to get a job, it would be like I don't even know what type of job I'd be able to get. Whoa! I just almost walked into a giant spider web. We're not going down to that spot. Last thing I'll say about that is if you ever get pulled over and they want you to do a field sobriety test, agree. Even if you're fucked up, you still want to do that because, at least in the state of Oklahoma, if you deny a field sobriety test, your background check does not clear for 10 years. Even if you do everything the court asks of you, when you apply to places, your background checks pings that you denied a field sobriety test. No, moral if it's the mushrooms I'm thinking they are, those ones actually people collect the morels and eat those types of mushrooms if it's the ones I'm thinking about. No, thank you, though. I'm not gonna test that. Not yet, at least. I'm not that desperate for views. No, I'm joking. I don't think I'll ever be that desperate for views. Just had a fish hit it there. And you'll post it on YouTube? Okay. I don't know how legal mailing mushrooms through the mail. I think we might get in trouble for that too. Especially if they're poisonous ones. They'll be like, "Why are you mailing poisonous mushrooms?" See you later, Van. Beautiful cast, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's rotate. Normally, they'll hit it real fast right at this spot. Honestly, we're just kind of fishing fast to the cheat code of the lake. I don't have much hope of catching another fish until we get to the cheat code part of the lake. Those mushrooms, you'll trip, but then but then you'll die. Honestly, I kinda wanna put the pink lure back on up here. Think we're gonna put the pink lure on. Just case I feel like it's just gonna be better for up here. I don't think the pink one was really working down there because we fished down there a whole lot with it recently. I've eaten frog legs before. But are you talking specifically about the Mario character Toad? Because I understand what you're saying. I would also cook up the character Toad. He does kinda look delicious, if that's what you're saying. He'd be like, "No, no, no," and then I just eat him alive. No, not alive, but I would definitely cook him up. Yes. Nice. I would too, then, yep. Uh, my goal on YouTube is just to be able to support myself mainly. Not looking to make millions or anything. As long as I can grow enough where I can make enough money to support myself, that's all I'm looking for. And then even on top of that, I'd probably still make content, even if I have to get another job in the future. It just obviously wouldn't be as much content as I make right now, but YouTube is one of my hobbies for sure. YouTube, fishing, video games. Sadly, there's no video games right now that I'm really interested in. Yes, Dan. Yeah, I mean, no, that's I mean, that is I do think about that. I hope one day I can pay for my mods to help mod my channel. I can pay off my brother and my family other family members' debts and stuff like that. But first, I gotta be financially independent myself. So that's the first goal. And then the goal after that is to kind of what you're mentioning, is to be able to bring some more people in under the YouTube. I mean, if you show up in my streams, I'll remember you. Dan's been here since almost day one. Not quite, but pretty close. Van's been here for over a year, but Dan's been here since I did Battlefield content. Since I did Battlefield 2042 content. Just ask any of my mods. I remember you guys if you guys show up. Trust me. I wouldn't be where I'm at, and we wouldn't continue to grow if it wasn't for you guys. I can come out here and give it my all, but it really does come down to you guys liking my content and whatnot. Let's rotate on the map. I don't think we're gonna catch much more today. Hell yeah. I don't plan on stopping. So Dan's been on the channel before I even showed my face. Or at least I showed my face on a video once before, and I did a couple live streams with the face cam, but then this was before Dan came in. I took the face cam off, but then he came in, and then, like, a few months down the road, he was like, "You should do your face cam." Yeah, no, yeah, I remember You were with this channel before I even had 100 subs. I wanna say between, like, 20 and 50 subscribers, I wanna say you came around, because I already had, like, 20 subscribers on the channel before I even started, like, making content again. So I wanna say it was, like, around 50 when you came in, Dan, but technically, that's, like, the start. You were one of the first, I had a few chatters too, but you were, like, one of the first chatters that came back other than Ivan. Thank you, Ivan, too, even though you're not on the channel as much. One sec, one sec. I'm trying to put this on my poll, so because 'cause we're about to go through some limbs. Yeah, I'm glad I did. You were, like, the deciding factor too, Dan, because I was already kinda thinking about it, because we were starting to slowly get a few people in that were coming back after you showed up for a while, and then you were like, "You should do it," and then I was like, "Okay." Okay. No, there's no spiders on me. I mean, they do get on me, but not worried about it. More worried about ticks in it, honestly. Yeah, we should have gotten some sort of a bite by now. Looks like yesterday was the day to go out before the storm, not today. Because my dad sent me a picture of like a 5-pound bass he caught at the other lake that we haven't been to yet. I just was at my brother's yesterday. But also, he was on his boat. Been watching on. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Because that's when I was like, oh, people actually do rewatch, like go back and watch my. I was wondering if people actually like did that. You serious? There we go. We're just fucking moving. That's a sign to move from the spot. I'm kinda done with it today, honestly. Today's been a good day, don't get me wrong, but the fishing's been not good. Alright, we're gonna hit, like, 2 or 3 more shots, and then we're just gonna go to the cheat code part if we don't hit it get anything. I should be live honestly, I should be live up until Friday. I'm planning on being live as long as it doesn't rain. It is supposed to rain starting tomorrow until, like, Saturday or Sunday here. But even saying that, As long as it's not like a downpour all day, we'll probably still try and get out and do a live stream, but it just kinda depends on how much it rains. But in the past, it's said that before, and then we get no rain, so we'll just have to wait and see. Like today, we weren't supposed to get any rain today, but then we got some, so ah, missed a fish. Thank you. I try to be funny when we're not catching stuff. Try to or at least have a good time. Dan usually cracks a few jokes or whatever too. Usually, we have a much better time out here with the fishing. I'm trying, trust me, I'm trying. They're avoiding us today. Well, actually, one of them we missed, but the other ones have been avoiding us. I think they have a group chat like you were saying. Few more casts at this spot, and then we'll rotate on the map. I don't know why does if hold on. Why doesn't the fish play basketball? I don't know why. It's afraid of the net. I actually should have thought of that. That's a good joke though. I feel like that's so obvious that I wouldn't have guessed it. That's a good joke. I really had no idea what you were about to say. Alright, alright. One more spot before the cheat code part of the lake. Actually, 2 more spots. I haven't fished this spot in a minute. Oh my god, Dan. That's the best choice, like, what? Yeah, 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 yeah. What up, YouTube, YouTube? Yeah, what up? Jolioli coming back at ya for a custom grill for 20. Broham soup. Hello there, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. Just grass. There's a bunch of grass. Is that why I haven't been fishing right here? Is all that grass has been here? That's why. Get out of the grass, man. I can't even make it swim. Your great grandfather is next. Hello there. Okay, I'm just casting into a bunch of grass. Let's just rotate the last spot before the cheat code part of the lake. Unless if we catch something at this last spot. Ugh. If we come back out here in next stream and struggle like this again, we might truly slow it down and start putting on more jig heads and more soft plastic Ned rigs and stuff like that. But if I can help it, I want to throw what I've been throwing in these streams. Uh, nah, trust me. I know you're just kidding, but today is just there's a few signs, and if when you're when you come back and you like start coming back in the streams, you'll realize that there's just a few signs that I will see out here to let me know if it's a good or bad day of fishing. And when we had my little topwater cricket on, the amount of hits we were getting on it was very disappointing. That was kind of the final straw for me. Even though we did catch a few more fish, the amount of hits and fish we should have caught on that lure, it just tells me that today's not a good fishing day. Hell yeah. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, normally either with my cricket lure, we see a lot of activity, or at least see a lot of activity out in the middle part of the lake, and I'm not seeing any of those today. And then a couple things with the weather too on top of that. I was just like, yeah, okay. But we had to come and try because it could have been it was on days like this, it's either gonna be like super really good fishing or it's gonna be like this today, like how it is today. Oh well. Let's just hope it doesn't rain as much during the week so I can come back out. Even with this lure too, normally they're hitting it on the top water before I start making a dive. You see, like right now, normally it's like boom, 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 boom. And then I'm like, okay, those are just bluegill. And then I start to reel it in, but there's nothing. Nothing. That would be crazy. Shout out to Freddie G though. He does donate. He's our top donator overall. He's gifted us uh 10 members. He's also donated like $30 worth of super chats. See, that's what it was just doing. Before I started my stream today, it was thundering and lightning and raining super hard. Oh well, we caught that one bluegill. That one bluegill is a nice catch. What type of bug are you? Please get off of me. Oh, was something about to hit it as I brought it out there? Oh yeah, no, if I got a $500 donation, I'd buy a whole new ultralight setup, and then if I had any money left over from that, I'll just reinvest it for gear and different things. Gas money to help me get out here. But no, I'll definitely go and get like a nice little like 150, $200 rod and reel combo for ultralight, and then probably do like another $100 and get some equipment slash gear that I've been wanting to get. And then the rest of the money I'd probably take and just save it for gas money whenever I need it to come out here. A few more casts here, and then we're just gonna go to the cheap part, go to the lake. What do I do all the time? As in like my day to day? Is that what you're asking? 'Cause I'll give it to you. I just don't wanna start saying it if that's what you're asking. Okay, last cast here, and then we're just gonna rotate. Go get our last fish, and then go see if my car has a ticket or not on it. I doubt it will. Oh, it's a joke. Okay. I was gonna tell you my day to day. Yeah, okay. Let's just go to the cheap part, go to the lake, get our last fish, then we'll walk to my car and end it there. He's a fish whisperer and sometimes swims. 43. Yeah, I just don't think The lake has I think today, like I've been saying all stream, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I've explained like this before. It's like a puzzle to me. I have fun trying to figure out what they wanna get and everything. It's like I'm doing a puzzle. So that's why I'm, like, talking out loud and repeating myself. I forgot what I was about to say though. Holy. Oh, yeah. No, I think because we had literally, like, 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 days in a row where we got rain, and then yesterday we didn't get any rain, and then today would have been a good day because yesterday would have been no rain, the lake resets, but then that storm moved in, like I said, and so it just pretty much went right back to no bite. Oh, well, though. Ooh, Mr. Squirrel. Guys, can we get 6 more likes before we get back to my car? It'd be crazy. Yeah, I really do wanna start going to this other lake, though, especially after I heard about that there's a overpopulation of crappie at that lake, which I don't mind that, that's actually I wouldn't mind catching some more crappie at least. But then my dad caught that bass yesterday, so I wanna start exploring that other lake. I just wanna wait for a good weather day, like I was saying earlier, because I had no idea. I have some, like, good guesses, but overall, I have, like, no idea where any good fishing spots are at that lake. Literally been like, I've gone out on my boat and or not my boat, I've gone out on my dad's boat once or twice out at that lake, and then I have a video of me fishing the old spillway that's abandoned there, but, like, the main part of the lake, I have not fished from the bank, like, 10 years at least, so when you stop repeating yourself. You keep repeating yourself. You shouldn't repeat yourself. When you repeat yourself, you just end up repeating yourself. Repeating yourself is repetitive. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the fishing is just not on the other parts of the lake. This is why this is the cheat code part. You can always rely on this part of the lake to get your skunk off if you haven't caught anything at the other 2 parts. No, you aren't. I've gotten like Dan actually, he likes to just hang out and talk. I've gotten some other people that just say they just like to turn my stream on while they're doing work or whatever, or just listen to me and chill with me. It's like that other than like me catching the fish, that's all I ask. That's what I strive for my stream to be, is just like a cool hangout spot while I do my thing and I talk to you guys. Dang it. Yeah, they're not putting it in their mouths. Oh, you're another one now. Come on, fish. Yes, give me some luck so we can get this last fish and then get out of here. Dang it, dude. I just don't get how you come out of the water like a dolphin and don't get hooks into your body. There we go. Of course. And then he gets off. Of course, dude. Of course. He runs me into a limb and then he gets off. What the heck? That's just how today's going. Literally, we were about to stream there and then he dives into the stick here. Literally the last spot he could have gotten caught. God. Guys, do the fish emoji dance in the chat. Frickin' like frickin' fricker, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. I saw him come up and hit it too. Yeah. I'm not even setting the hook that much. I don't get it. The fish emoji dance. I don't know, I just came up with it. Okay, last cast at this spot, and then we'll try another under the tree here. Oh, there we go. Finally. It seemed a lot bigger. Boom. Alrighty. Alrighty. Short little walk to my car. Let's go see if I doubt there's a ticket on it, but just in case, I'm gonna keep my stream live so that way we can get some content if there is a ticket. I don't think there will be, but just in case. And then we'll do the outro. Or also just in case if there's a Karen or Darren over here that wants to say something to me too. Thank you guys. You guys brought me luck there. Yeah, we definitely need to get some. We need to get some panfish, some bluegill, more geared size hooks and baits. I have a few, but they're also a little bit on the bigger side of the bluegill baits. So I want to get some more that are like in the middle. Like I want to get some like 32-ounce or like 64-ounce jig heads, and then get get some, like, little crappie or panfish. Uh, what just jumped down there? Crappie or panfish soft plastic. Something just jumped right there in that little pool. Probably a turtle. There's a stick right there. I am letting them take my lure. I am. Trust me, trust me. They're just missing it. Trust me. This year, there's been so many fish that swipe at it. I've done so many things. I try to let them take my lure. I try to set my lure right as they do it. I I don't set my lure and just start reeling in. It's just a matter of if the fish wanna actually put it in their mouth. I've never had so many fish that I've missed because they're just swiping at it, and then I've also never had so many catches of fish to where when I bring them in, the hooks aren't even in their mouth. It's quite crazy, actually. But no, you are right about that. It probably does seem like I'm probably setting it a little bit fast, but I've messed around with it, and it's just these fish are this lake's pressured, and then they like to swipe at stuff out here. But it's still pretty good fishing, and it's has good internet connection for my live streams out here. A rabbit. Where'd you go, Mr. Bunny? Rabbit, whatever you were? Think it just went off. Yeah, see, here's like the summer camp. Normally this stuff is not all here. I like how like the summer camp will come and set up all this nice stuff out here, but then as soon as they're gone, they'll take it away. I don't like this city. The city is so corrupted. Like normally there's not even porta potties out here. There's like one trash can normally. That one, that trash can is about the only thing, and then these benches are the only thing that is normally out here. Just some bluegill. I didn't know this place existed until about 2 years ago. Oh, really? Yeah. There's some nice largemouth in here. Yeah.
Is it a catch and release pond or?
It's just whatever. Yeah. It's OSU helps take care of it, but it's a public lake, so I think normally this stuff isn't here. This is a summer. It's a summer camp. Yeah.
Okay.
They usually do it the last week or the first week of June.
Okay.
So
Very curious.
yeah,
I've never seen it out here before. Like I said, I didn't know this place existed
yeah.
not too long ago.
No, this is pretty good fishing.
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet.
Have a good night. One car. Do I have a ticket on my car? No, I don't.
I do. Let's go. There's the- wait. All right, let's hold it like that.
Oh, there's another rabbit. Oh. Hey. Leave my collection of Celsius cans alone. That's literally all it is. Oh, except for a couple of receipts and some plastic water bottles. The rest are just Celsius energy drink cans. Look, I'm about to add another one. Leave my collection alone, okay? I can collect what I want. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it today. Um, the next two, this week and next week, still somewhat busy. This week, not as much. Next week, there's family, another birthday, and some stuff. So this week is mainly just the weather. I will be live as long as the weather allows me to, and as long as my family and health also allows me to. There is another. There's actually two pay-per-views, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. The one on Saturday is not till like late in the evening. So I possibly might do an early stream on Saturday and come out here in the morning before I go watch the pay-per-view. But on Sunday, probably no stream. I'm gonna go watch WWE pay-per-view. Clash in Italy. Get those. I don't know who that was. It was just a random guy. But yeah, like I said, the next this week and next week still a little bit busy, but after that, it's pretty much full swing into summer. Oh, there are some more people down here. Anyways, the only other thing is I am gonna go see the Backrooms movie later this week, so we'll talk about that probably in like Friday's or Saturday stream. So I'm gonna go see it on Thursday. But oh yeah, thousand thousand subscriber stream is gonna be probably not this week. It'll probably be either next week or the week after that. And I'm just gonna look for a good weather day, and then we'll have the 1,000 milligram subscriber stream where I come out and eat 1,000 milligrams and and try to fish and catch something. I'm not quite sure if I'm just gonna eat the full straight up 1,000 and then fish, or if I'm gonna do like 100 milligrams every fish we catch. Either way, I'll end up by the end of the live stream consuming 1,000 milligrams. So that would probably be and not this week, but either next week or the week after that. We'll do the 1,000 subscriber live stream. Yes, I littered. I'm a litterer. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here before 1,000 milligrams per fish. I do too, but I don't like weather either. I wish it was just sunny and like 80 degrees all the time. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here before I ramble on because I really don't have anything else more to say other than thank you guys for the support. If you guys haven't already, if you go drop a like, a sub, also considering becoming a member on the channel or leaving a super chat or a gift. Any of those help me. Anyways, have a good night, BPH channel. Have a good night, Dan. Have a good night, Van. Is anybody else talking recently? No. Have a good night to the rest of my mods. Have a good night, anybody else watching this. If you're watching this later on, have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good future. See you guys in the next live stream.